We're now joined live in studio by the South African High Commissioner to Kenya, His Excellency Mr. Ratubatsi Moloi. Welcome to Africa Live.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Now, Your Excellency, it's been just over 12 hours since the news came out that Mr. Mandela had passed. What's the reaction been like from yourself and the South Africans here in Kenya?
I think Nelson Mandela's death has brought us sadness. But at the same time, we are grateful that he sacrificed 67 years of his life serving South Africans. For that, we are grateful. At this point in time, our hearts go to his family, to our people in South Africa, and to the people of the world who contributed towards his release.
Now, passing the High Commission earlier today, I noticed the flag at half-mast. There's obviously a certain protocol that's going to be followed. What are the details of that?
Last night, President Zuma instructed us to lower the flags at half-mast, and we had thought as the embassy that we will open a book of condolences on Monday. But already there are people that are flocking to the embassy that want to send messages. We also plan as the embassy to have a memorial service or memorial services because lots of people want to celebrate Mandela's life. And we will work on a program that will enable the Kenyan people and the South Africans that are here to celebrate Mandela's life.
It's been said many times before that obviously Mr. Mandela's legacy goes far beyond South African borders, across the continent, across the globe. This is a global iconic figure. What is the legacy that Mandela's left behind?
I think if you consider the speech of Nelson Mandela during the Rivonia trial, I think he said, or he uttered words to the effect that he fought for certain ideals. Those ideals were for equality for mankind in the world. And he insisted that just as he was involved in the fight against white domination, he will also fight against black domination. Mr. Mandela was a fighter. He was a unifier, because when he left prison, to everybody's surprise, he was not a bitter man. He worked towards unifying the people of South Africa. He loved children. He actually set up the Mandela Children's Fund to help children. Mr. Mandela was an amazing man. After all the suffering, he worked towards bringing the people of South Africa together, and we think we owe it to him to ensure that we pursue the ideals for which he suffered for such a long time.
Now that's precisely what comes up over and over again, Mr. Mandela's capacity for forgiveness and the unifying figure that he was in South Africa post-1994. How have South Africans benefited from the symbol he created for the country?
I think if you go back to 1994, everybody was saying what happened in South Africa was a miracle. To us, it was not a miracle. It was only a miracle because it happened in Africa. To us, it was not a miracle in that. If you look at the history of the ANC, that is the ruling party in South Africa, from its inception, it stood for unity of the African people. That's why you had in the ANC people of Indian origin, you had whites, you had blacks, and you had, and that's the ideals that Mr. Mandela learned from the people that he worked with. I think a leader is a leader because of the people that he surrounds himself with. Nelson Mandela was lucky to have people like Walter Sisulu, Govan Mbeki around him, who nurtured him. They were actually his seniors, but these are the people that sometimes when we talk about Mandela, we don't talk about them. So for us, it teaches us that if you are a leader, you've got to be sure about the people that are surrounding you.
Right, certainly why we also see scenes of celebrations after his past, people celebrating what was an iconic figure and a changing factor for South Africa. We'll be speaking there to His Excellency Mr. Ratubatsi Moloi, the High Commissioner for South Africa. Thank you very much for your time.